Hi and welcome back. Today is Tuesday.
Yes.
And we did this video yesterday as well, but
It didn't record.
I did record. It just
Not all of it.
it got corrupted. The save file got corrupted. So we did about 28 minutes of video and had, when we were done, 30 seconds. Let's see. What did we do first?
Sunday.
Yes, Sunday is first.
We laid about it for right because that was a rainy day.
Yeah, that
Bad
was rain and thunder. Sorry about that. I also made the meatballs, gravy, mashed potatoes and lingonberry jam, which you thought was very good. And today we will go to a restaurant called Pinchos. We will make another video about that when we get back.
What about Monday? We did a lot on Monday.
Yes, Monday is the big thing here. We went to a castle.
It's a castle, but it doesn't look like a castle. It's from the 14th, 15th century, right?
It was built 1350.
Yep.
So that's 14th century?
14, 15.
Okay. It had a lot of history.
The first king was 53 or 50s, if I remember right. He was 39 years older than the girl that he married, which was the age of 13.
Yes. But that was much later. That was about almost 150
Alright, I was
some
trying
years
to remember.
later than from the castle was built.
Trying to remember. It was kind of hard too. It was yesterday.
Yeah. Let's do like just a quick recap. Let's see. The castle has never been sold. It has been in the same family since it was built. So that's quite impressive.
Yeah.
Having like a family house that's been in your family is like about 700 years.
We went on an English speaking tour.
Yeah. We had an English guided tour throughout the castle. We didn't go through all the rooms.
We didn't go to the clock tower, but that's blocked off.
Yeah, but I mean the guided tour didn't take us everywhere.
No.
The guided tour took maybe half an hour, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And we looked through maybe half the castle.
Felt like it, but we went up and down a lot of stairs, and you had to like crouch.
Yeah, very narrow stairway wells.
Yes, and then some were steeper.
Yeah, each step was
different size,
both in height and width.
Yes. We got to see more nature.
Yeah, we went to see more nature, but that was also a bit later during the day. We can do a little bit of the history of the castle. We can talk a little bit about that.
Oh, I already did. No.
They had a chapel inside the castle.
That built a year after, or was that a different thing that's built a year after the castle was built?
No. They built that add-on like 100 years later.
I was like, there was one. I just couldn't remember the rest.
And originally it was a kitchen, but the Danish kept burning down the chapels in the area, so they decided to build the chapel inside the castle.
Like in the chapel, isn't there like something that you guys took from a different place or stolen?
Yeah, there was a big painting. There's a picture of the painting in inside the chapel, like where the priest would stand. Right up there. It was stolen from Germany.
I was in Germany after I was thinking, yeah, no. The king's family would sit to the right or left. There we go.
No.
From right.
No.
And then, no, or was it the bishop or something?
It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
More or less. On the right side, men sat and women sat on the left, and depending on your nobility, the further in the front you were sitting. So in the back was very small spaces for the legs, and that was meant for peasants, servants, stuff like that. And the front row were for the nobility, and they had much leg space.
There was
This
trying to think.
the stand for the baptized bowl with the weird dolphins, because dolphins were something very awesome.
It looks like a seal with a mermaid tail.
Yeah, the only problem was no one knew how a dolphin looked, so
Yeah.
and then they had another one that was dated 300 years before they built the castle. It had like runic letters on it, and also Anglo-Saxic not like weaves on it, like
where they baptize kids.
Yeah, the whole body.
Yeah. But it was standing outside because they needed to be baptized before going into the church.
Yeah. And they only switched out the water once a year when the bishop came to visit. So every child was baptized in the same water, and during the winter they would just crack open the ice, throw in a couple of hot rocks.
If it was a boy.
If it was a boy. Otherwise it was just few. They cracked open the ice and few in drops of oil.
For the girls.
The girls.
3 times for both.
Yeah. The entire body.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else was there. There was the ghost story of
the girl with the broken heart.
Yeah, the girl with the broken heart. She fed a Danish prisoner, and when the dad found out, he took the prisoner out and chopped off his head, and without her knowing it. So her ghost is still wandering around, looking for him, apparently.
Oh yeah, what about the girl on the wall?
Yeah, there was this girl who visited Denmark, and when she came back, she had the plague. So what they did was, it would be against the will of God to kill her, to spill her blood.
Mm-hmm.
So what they did was, they put her in like an alcove in the wall and walled it off.
While she was still alive.
Yeah, while she was still alive, they walled her in.
And people have tried to take it or open it.
Yeah.
But there's been accidents every time somebody tried, if I remember right.
Yeah, but still, those are myths.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Yeah, they're like is it urban legend?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's urban legends that people have tried it.
Mm-mm. I wouldn't try it. It saved my life. Those are thick walls.
Yeah, they were very thick walls, maybe 5 feet.
Maybe, yeah.
Because like the walls, you had like the wall, and then you had a staircase inside the wall, and then you had another wall, and then was the insides where the rooms were. And we saw a king size bed from back in the day.
Where they sat up.
Yeah, where they set up because they believed that
Bodily fluids.
yeah, they would drown in their bodily fluids. Most likely it was something more like they had a bunch of diseases like pneumonia, so it was just easier for them to sit up and sleep. But because you would die with all those diseases if you were laying down. So it was probably it is easier to sit up than lay down.
Yeah.
If you have those respiratory diseases. But it was very small bed.
Yeah.
Even in the width.
Yeah. I think maybe, I don't know, it's like the halfway between a twin size bed and a full size bed. It's not precisely like a twin size bed, it's a little bigger, but it's not like as big as a full size bed.
I would say it was even smaller.
I don't know, like the length of it's smaller, but like the width.
Oh yeah, but I mean like the width of it was, that couldn't be more than like 4 feet.
I don't know.
It was very small. You couldn't sleep. The
way it looks like for me, because when I was a kid, I used to sleep in twin size bed, and that looks a little bigger than a twin size bed.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really have any idea what sizes the actual sizes are for those names. Anyway, let's see, what else did we have? Yeah, it was that room in the cellar where they used to have the soldiers' room, where they had
the 40 people.
Yeah, 40 people would sleep there
in the winter time.
During the winter.
Stay nice and warm.
Yeah, that was not a big room. Let's see, how big would that be? Let's see, it was maybe 6 meters, 7 meters by 4 meters, and that would make it what?
No idea.
You times it by you multiply it by 3.
6 times 3 is 18.
So 18 by.
You said 4?
Yeah.
12. So 18 by 12.
Yeah. Probably a little bit bigger. Maybe 6, maybe 7 or 8 meters. So that. Sorry. But still, like very small room for that amount of people.
If I may interrupt, I think Alexis farted.
Yeah.
It smells awful.
Let's open the window.
Fresh air. I can't smell, and that's the first thing I smell.
Anyways, let's see. Oh, they had a bunch of drawings on the wall that they made with charcoal.
Ceiling. I thought we were talking about ceiling too. There's a lot of different stuff up there.
Yeah, I was talking with the first room on the second floor we got to. That used to be a depository for grain. In like the 18th century. I find it hard with your centuries because you're doing it wrong.
I don't know, that's just the way I was taught. It always got me too. I was thinking, when I heard 20th century, I'm thinking, aren't we living in the 20th century? But now it's the 21st century. 'Cause I like bumping up one more deal.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Yeah, that's the way I was taught.
So yeah, they had do a lot of cleaning up there to actually get these charcoal drawings to appear the walls because of all the dust. You also had the painting in the ceiling.
Yeah.
And in one of the rooms you had, I don't know what everything was, because you had like,
There's
I don't know, I'm guessing they went for the Roman gods, perhaps, because you had Mars, you had Jupiter, Venus, but they were all represented by like people, but you also had Pan. I can't remember any of the other names right now. I took a bunch of pictures in there, and they will come in the end of the video. What else? So, yeah, once we had done the guided tour, they said, well,
you're free to roam about.
yeah,
Just don't go up to the bell.
Yeah, the bell tower. That was the only place that you couldn't go. Otherwise, it was free roam in the castle.
And there's one way to get to the. Where was it? Like, because it's like a stairways, but there was an accident.
Yeah.
Where it kind of closed in or something.
Yeah, the like almost like a cave in.
Yeah.
In the staircase, so that staircase was closed. But still, it was a very old accident, like nothing recent.
Yeah.
Maybe 150, 200 years ago.
Maybe. Yeah. No,
She mentioned it, but it was very long ago the cave-in happened. That staircase was closed off, and the bell tower. Because it was quite fun, because when we started the tour, she was like, okay, just follow me, I'm gonna talk about everything, and please don't take any pictures. And for a second there we both went like, oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
But then she said, because once the tour is finished, you are free to walk around wherever you want to go inside the castle, and you can take the pictures then.
Mm-hmm.
So we walked one round with the guide, and then we basically walked 2 more laps in the entire castle, like,
and downstairs.
Yeah. And some of the the staircases, they were crazy. They were very steep,
narrow,
very narrow,
and you're just like, how did they do this? No.
Yeah.
And they at least had like railings where if you didn't really.
Yeah, they put up railings.
So if you know you're not going to make it, you might have something to help you. No.
We walked up to the attic.
Yeah.
Where they had a bunch of tools.
I think there was I forgot what it's called, but it's like where you spun wool or something.
Yeah.
I forgot what it's called 100% because I haven't seen a person use that in a while. I have seen it done because they like have it in this weird thing and then they just go. And it goes like in a circle.
Yeah.
Different style of deal, but.
Yeah, much older than what you're used to seeing.
Yeah, I think it's at a Renaissance type fair or something. I don't know. Somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, we saw a bunch of them when we were at the museums. Spinning wheel.
Yeah.
Isn't that what they're called?
Possibly.
Anyways, we saw one of those. We saw stuff that you use to plow your field. A bunch of different tools. A bunch of different paintings of old kings and nobility. Oh yeah, that was one thing also. They had a painting of a child.
3-year-old boy who loved apples.
Yeah.
I remember this one well. He was at the well. The apple dropped in the well. He went down the well to get the apple. He died.
Yeah.
And they paint him in white, represent that he's
Dead.
There we go. I was gonna say it right. And they had 2 different types of flowers: a rose for his innocence, and a tulip showed that he was wealthy.
Yeah. And he was pointing at an apple to
Yeah.
be like, this was the cause to my death.
And I don't know if they painted it while he was still dead or not, because it sounded like at first when she was saying it, it sounded like they still had him even though he was dead. He was very pale, if I remember right. She said.
No, yeah, he was dead and buried when they painted.
Alright, I can't remember because I was like, I know some people, if I remember right, will have like I don't remember where I heard this. It's like an art thing or something about people painting dead people, but in their clothes and outfit.
Yeah.
It sounds really gross. I wouldn't be able to do that.
And what else did we have? We had. Oh yeah, we had one painting that was in the chapel. That was like a mother.
Oh.
Yeah, or
The unmarried one?
yeah, an unmarried woman, and
A man.
and it was not allowed for an unmarried woman to be painted by an unmarried man.
Yeah.
So what they did is
They used the man in her replace, and they painted that first one, and then later on, where she got married or whoever, they redid it where it was actually her in the painting.
Yeah.
They have it on the left showing with the man, and then on the right is with the woman,
Well,
the real woman.
I mean,
And you're showing face to face.
yeah. I mean, the biggest difference was the face was very masculine. On
And
one
the hair.
Yeah, and the hair, but the in the painting she still had a dress on.
Yeah.
But then she was more feminine in the picture where she was married.
Yeah.
What else was there?
Mm,
I can't remember much more.
anything. Can't think of too much else.
Yeah.
Other than that, we went on the nature walk where there's that big beetle that lives in the trees or something. It's endangered.
Yeah, it was a nature preserve. There's a big beetle that lives in hollowed out leaf trees.
Yeah.
So we went for a walk around there.
We took pictures, but not too many due to all the flies.
Yeah, there were a bunch of flies in that area.
Nah, everything else that's annoying. No. Or can be annoying in your face.
Yeah. We went down and
No wildlife other than a crane
yeah, a common crane
and
and a deer.
deer. I think there was wild strawberries.
Yeah, wild strawberries. I had no idea that they were actually called that.
Yeah, still we had quite a bit of wild strawberries
No.
and blackberries.
We also we both felt how warm the water was.
Warm.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Oh yeah,
Some kids were
Swimming. I feel so sorry for them. I'm not that brave anymore. I used to love swimming in the spring, or it wasn't like early spring, it was more late spring. And it'll be freezing cold. I'll be like, this is the greatest thing ever. I'll be really shaking, just like, And after a while, you warm up to it. But at the very beginning part, you're just freezing to death. And no diving in the water, into the water.
Yeah, because it's very
Shallow. And there was some people sunbathing, getting their tan on.
Yeah.
And oh yeah, there was 3 people behind us when we were walking up that had gone swimming, or they are going swimming because they had a swimsuit on, or at least the guy had swim trunks on, or he was just in shorts without a shirt.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Those. Those just shorts.
Or shorts, yeah. I was thinking either he was just going without short or without a shirt, or he
was
went
hot.
swimming. No, it wasn't.
Well, yeah, I think that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
After that, we went home, took it easy, made the video that didn't make it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah. So we will make another video later today, but that will be a new upload. And pictures will follow.
Cheese.
Until then, bye.
Bye.